This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union.
Well, for many families, long gone are the days of the stereotypical working dad and stay-at-home mom. And even though many women work to put food on the table and to provide for their family, some financial experts say too many moms are still teaching their daughters to rely on others for money, even when they don't realize it. Well, here are the 3 biggest mistakes moms make when teaching their daughters about money and what you can do to correct them. Former single mom Susan Brown Birkeland worked hard providing for her 4 kids. As they prepare for college, she says they'll need to provide for themselves soon. Teaching her only daughter, she says, has been especially important.
Sometimes I think I'm harder on her because I know that some women do feel the option to have a relationship and ultimately marry somebody that can take care of them.
Too many women feel that way, according to financial expert Ellen Rogan.
Sadly, I've had conversations with women in their 20s now, and I see, although they're really well educated, they still don't have a handle on their money.
Rogan says moms need to teach their daughters about finances in order to avoid the 3 most commonly made mistakes. 1, being a bad role model.
Kids learn from us, from what we say, and they watch what we do.
Mistake number 2, waiting too long to teach.
In our family, we gave them allowance and divided it up into 3 parts. 1 was for saving, 1 was for spending, and 1 was for giving.
And 3, treating their sons differently.
Whether those are expectations about earning money or saving or investing down the road.
Susan's daughter says even though it would be nice to have a family of her own someday, thanks to her mom,
it's important for me to provide what I want for myself and not to fall back on someone else taking care of me.
She will never have to worry about her financial security. And Susan says she struggled quite a bit financially. That's why she's making sure her daughter doesn't make the same mistakes she did. And it's true, as you just heard, the earlier you can start with that financial foundation, the better off our kids will be. And Jimmy has more on a program that aims to do that.
Lisa, the conversation about money management can and should continue in the classroom, especially when you consider this. According to researchers at Indiana State University, more than half of parents they surveyed agreed their child has the mentality that money grows on trees. Well, there is a program on Delmarva that gives students an opportunity to get hands-on experience to find out how the real world really works. So joining us today to tell us more about it is Cherie Coleman, who's the Vice President of Marketing with Sussex County Federal Credit Union, and students from Delaware New Tech Academy at Seaford Senior High School, Darlene Paul, Montez Lake, and Jelani Nichols. Ladies, thank you so much, and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Cherie, tell me about this student internship program that you guys have started.
Okay. Well, we actually started about 3 years ago with Delaware New Tech Academy. We made a really concerted effort to say we want to make sure that students get financial literacy courses, resources, and presentations live in the classroom. So that's what we started working on, and my associate Deb Jewell did a lot of work on that. She goes to the different schools, does live presentations. And then also we thought the next step would be to move that experience from the classroom to the credit union and give them some hands-on job experience.
So they actually work in the financial industry?
That's correct. What we did is we developed an internship program that allowed 3 lucky students, and they had to go through an interview process and everything, just as if they were applying for a job. They interviewed for the job and we selected them, and they learned human resources, they learned marketing skills, they learned accounting skills, operations. They even did some time in our branches doing customer service observations and learning about our technology.
Okay, Montez, take me back to the first day. What were you expecting this to be like?
Well, my first day on the internship, we basically just had a tour, and going through the tour, met a lot of people and seen a lot of people, but I expected it to be a whole lot different than what the outcome was. Yeah. I felt as though I was going to be running errands for people, like say on lunchtime they wanted coffee and some donuts. I would have to go get the coffee.
You were going to be the gopher.
Yeah, basically. But once I got there, I realized that it was a whole lot different. Basically, I was a trainee, and Miss Ashley, the head of HR department, she was training me on how to do that job, how to organize documents, scan papers, how to sit in on interviews, and to figure out which person was best fit for the job.
Yeah. Wow. So it turned out to be a lot different than what you expected?
Yes, a whole lot different.
Jelani, how did it turn out different than what you expected when you went in?
Okay, when I first started, I thought it was gonna be like more commercials and like
And you were in marketing?
just being on TV, yeah.
Okay.
But when I got into it, I did a lot. I did surveys, I designed posters outside.
You did a lot of hands-on stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, it was different than what I thought it would be.
Yeah.
She did a lot of research and development for her peers. She surveyed her own peers and then did a presentation on the outcome of their financial feelings and how they manage money.
Did you get a lot out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was better than what I thought it would be. I liked it.
So, Darlene, how is this going to benefit you and what you're going to do in the future?
This internship will benefit me for my future because I plan on working in the health field.
Yeah.
And when you're in the health field, you work with helping people. And at the credit union, that's their first priority, helping people and helping their members. And I really like how they interacted with the members, and I learned skills that will help me in interacting with patients or people that I work with.
So it was good to get the experience
Yes.
with people exposure.
Yes.
So you've been doing this for 3 years with New Tech and Seaford.
That's correct.
What's your general idea of businesses doing this kind of a program?
It is a tremendous partnership. I thought that, you know, when we went into it, I thought, oh, the interns will get a lot out of this program. What I didn't realize is how much the business gets out of the program as well. It is nice to see these students, they want to achieve things, they are ambitious, they have dreams, and it's good to be reminded about that when you're in business. And the fact that you can help them achieve that by giving them certain skills and teaching them what you know and letting them get your experience and imparting that knowledge on them. It really helped our employees also step up to the plate and remind them that we all have an obligation to help the next generation. So I would definitely recommend any business to get involved. And we had great liaisons, Dara Laws Savage at the school and Mr. Jason Gendell. They have been avid supporters of the program and the project-based learning for these students, which really imparts real-life knowledge on these kids, and that's exactly what they need.
So it turns out to be a win-win-win-win.
Absolutely.
All the way around.
Absolutely. And their computer skills are fantabulous.
Right there. Cherie, thank you. Montez.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, so much for joining
You're
us.
welcome.
Now, if you'd like to read more from Sussex County Federal Credit Union about money management or get involved with the student internship program at Delaware New Tech Academy, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Now, something else a lot of kids are learning is how to paddleboard, but it's not just for kids. Up next, we're learning the basics from the paddleboard itself to all the benefits for your body. And once we work up an appetite, we're going to head to the Delmarva Life kitchen today where we're making honey apple bacon jam. Oh yeah. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.